Today, let's talk about the idobao, okay? Honestly, I didn't even know this company exists till recently, right? And so I was lucky enough that I met a keyboard dealer in my area, and he had some idobaos for sale. In particular, these are idobao id80s, okay? These are the V1s. And you may ask, why do I have two of them? Well, so I bought one, and I thought it was a good price. But then he offered me a second one for half the price, so I couldn't help it but say yes, right? So this is an idobao id80, right? As you can see, it has the F1 keys, the F keys, as well as all of the others. Has the arrow keys and additional, right? The way it is it's a hot swappable board, right? With a metal backing. The PCB is actually screwed up, and then of course the backing goes in. As is, I find it to be a little bit, it's a good board, but I find it to have a hollow metal feel to it, okay? I believe this is running Holy Pandas, and these are drop MT3s, right? So these are black on white, okay? So that's this. I didn't do anything special. I just bought it as is. I lubed the stabilizers, and then I lubed the switches, and then I put the caps on. I did swap out the original snap-on to the screw-on, and I have to admit, it's the Duroc V1s are so much better, okay? For the V2, for this one, this too is also a V1, but it's in blue, so it's kind of nice. What I also did was I upgraded, and I bought the acrylic backing, so that way the light shows, right? This particular one, actually the light inside glows as well. Unfortunately, because it's all covered up, you don't see it, right? But that's the reasons why I did this. Now, the cool thing is that the light does show. The sad thing is you really can't control the lighting much, so you're kind of stuck with what it could do. I mean, there are limited functionality, but for the most part, you really can't do much with it. This is QMK. It is, however, not VIA, which means it's great for key mapping, but it's miserable for lighting because QMK with lighting, I have a tough time doing it. So maybe you all are better than I am, but definitely I struggled with it. Okay. This is an idobao id84. Okay. Same kind of metal setup as you can see. All right. Same kind of backing as the id80. The unique funny thing about this is as you can see, the comparison is see how there's space between the F1, the F keys. See how there's space between this. There's a space between the arrows. This is actually just one big chunk. Now, I'm on the fence about that because some people they find this to be too much. They want the separation to have a better feel, and I can understand that. But it came this way, so I'm stuck with what it is. All right. So the weird thing as well is this is an idobao id80. The PCB is an idobao. The case is an idobao, right? For this one, the PCB, believe it or not, is actually a YMDK. So this is a YMDK id84 or a YMDK 84, which you know, idobao bought, rebadged it, and then shoved it into here. So that's the reason why you don't see these anymore. You know, all the stuff that you see from the idobao websites nowadays is the id80, id80 V2, the I think it was bespoke or something like that, as well as the clear, right? Also, there is another one called an id67. I've purchased it already, but it hasn't come in yet, so I'm stuck with just these three for now. But the reasons why I like this was because I got a super great deal on it. Okay, this too was hot swappable, so it's kind of no, actually no, I stand corrected. This YMDK 84 is not hot swappable. I actually made it hot swappable. Okay. With that being said, because I did it and I didn't use the I used the rivets off of the Red Dragon, I'm confident that inside here, I believe I'm running either a red set of Altamus or it's a blue set. I forgot which one, but it is what it is. And then last but not least, these are MT3s. I believe this is Jukebox. So as you can tell, I like my MT3 keycaps, right? So just these three alone. This is the Camillo, this is the Jukebox, and this is the black on white. Each of these are 120, all right? So that's not counting the idobaos, that's not counting the upgrade, right? But I still think it's a good price for what it is, for what they are. And I'm actually quite happy with them. So if I compare this to the KBDs, I like the KBDs better. But if I compare these to the drops, which I'll make another video, I actually enjoy the idobao appearance and feel more than I do the drops. All right. I'm not going to compare this with the Ant Pro. I'm not going to compare this with the Ducky because let's be honest, it's not even a close comparison. Okay. With that being said, nothing really special here. I just want to show you guys what I have when it comes to idobao. All right. If you have a like, dislike, or personal opinion about the idobaos, let me know. Put the comment down below. All right.